everyone, thanks for tuning in to Whiskey and Synths. This is the YouTube channel that blends the world of whiskey drinking with music making and synthesizers and all sorts of music production, things like that. So welcome to the channel, I'm Dave. In this episode we'll be looking at a synth with a story, my first ever synthesizer. Check it out, this is the Yamaha PSS 380. When I first got it I didn't even know the name of it. Check out, covered in stickers all over it, it's so old. I'm going to be giving you a full demonstration of this guy, and also what I'll be doing is telling you a little bit about its features, a little bit about its history, and also we'll have a whole jam session with this guy and make a bit of a sample pack for you, and you can use the sounds from that in your own productions. Alright, so if you like this show today, guys, remember to hit that subscribe button, hit the ding, the bell button, and that will notify you of future content coming up on Whiskey and Synths. So coming up, what have we got coming up? We've got loads of videos like making synth pop in the studio. We've got recording and mixing in surround sound. We've got using cassettes for effects in your production. I've got a whole schedule of stuff in my Google Drive for you guys coming up, and all that's ready to rock. If you like this one, we've also done a video similar to this, to the Model D, which is a Moog homage by Behringer. And then we've also got a video on the Moog Rogue from 1981, a vintage synth we've been lucky enough to have a go of. So check those videos out if you like this one. If you like these kind of videos, let me know in the comments. If you want to see more of the videos where I speak to other artists and interview them, tell me. If you want to know more about behind the scenes of gigs, just let me know what you're enjoying, guys. You'll help improve the channel and make it better, so it's a journey together. This time I'm afraid not so much whiskey. For me it's an early morning session today, so I've got my flask of coffee instead. You can drink whiskey in the morning, I sometimes do, but I think if you've done that every day, even if you're Scottish, you're going to get a bit messed up. So welcome to the show everyone, cannot wait to show you this, hope you enjoy it. So everyone, time to tell you guys a little bit of a story about this guy, the Yamaha PSS 380. So come a little closer around the fireplace. It's time for a story from your old Papa D. So, sorry. Anyway, what we're going to do is, just tell you a bit of a story about this before we get into the details. This was my first ever synthesizer. I had little keyboards before this, normally made by Casio, normally made by Yamaha. You know, my parents got me them, my grandparents, thanks to them, got me into all this lifelong obsession with synths and keyboards. But this one, you might be able to see here, look at those digital sliders on there. When we get a closer look at them later, they actually control a basic FM synthesizer in here. So it's got a special FM chip in it, similar to the one in the classic Yamaha DX7. That's the classic synth that like changed synth history in the 80s. So in Harvard they came up with the idea of FM synthesis, where one oscillator or one operator would, like in a chain, affect the other one. So they're sort of linked together almost vertically, if you can imagine that, one changing the other, and then maybe it branches and changes to others. So when you change the top one, it affects those bottom ones. So they're called operators, and that's because they're sort of chained together and you get crazy effects. In Harvard they came up with the idea, and then Yamaha bought out the license for it for quite a few decades. So they made this DX7, the classic, you know, digital FM synth of the 80s. So many synth pop bands used it, and some of that technology found its way into Yamaha keyboards like this guy here. So this one has got a similar chip to the Yamaha DX7, but rather than being 6 operators in that chain, it's got 4 operators in there. And what's cool is, although they made, maybe you could say, better versions of these Yamahas PSS series, and although they made ones that had more functionality, drum pads down here, MIDI in and out, this doesn't have any of that. This one has got like the 4 operator synth in it, rather than most of them having the 2 operators. So it means it can sound a little bit thicker, can sound a bit stronger, can sound a bit deeper. So yeah, it's cool. It almost sounds like a bit chorusy sometimes as well. So it's a bit of a stealth beast, this one, you know, surprisingly good. So that's a little bit about its history. Here's a little bit about its story. So everyone, you heard about the history of this guy. What about my personal story with it? So this synth was the first synth I ever got when I started getting into keyboards and bands. And no, I didn't know what I was doing. I'm from Fort William in the Highlands. There was just one little guitar shop. I didn't have any magazines about synthesizers. Basically didn't even have the internet back then. What was I to know? So I just thought all keyboards were the same, although some sounded better. I didn't really know about synthesizers. So, and no one wanted a keyboard player in their band. So I was like, oh man, I want to be in a band, but no one wants one. So I actually learned bass guitar and to get into a band and then sneak a keyboard into the band and be like, oh hey, I play one of these as well. So yeah, and essentially there was 3 bands, one punk band, one metal band. The punk band was called Ribbed, the metal band was called Progosaurus, and our band with my brother and friends was called Robot House, kind of indie synth, kind of New Order inspired kind of stuff. So that's how I got keyboards into a band, and this was one of the first ones I used. I got it in Glasgow, and I've used it ever since. Like I said, it's got the cool sliders on it. I covered it in stickers, you know, because it's like my personal thing. You can even see like Pokemon stickers in there. There's Slowpoke there, you see him. Barbies, everything, Mystery Jet stickers and SpongeBob, whole load of stuff on that from memories and events and just fun things from through the past. So it's actually not, it's held together with duct tape. Check that out. Ooh, duct tape. That's not just to look groovy and kind of crazy. It actually, we're going to practice, done the thing you should never do, left a thing on top of the car, drove away, poof, it hit the deck. Luckily it survived. It's a bit shaky, you can still hear him shaking about inside it, but yeah, it's an absolute one of my favourite keyboards ever, so delighted to have it. That's the little story behind it, guys. And one last bit to the story is to beef up the sounds. Quite often I just experiment and run this through my multi-guitar effects pedal I got for my bass. I didn't even know if you're allowed to do that. I didn't even know if it would melt the amp, or it was just connecting stuff not knowing, like, but obviously it doesn't melt the amp. Obviously nothing bad happened. It sounded pretty cool, and that's how I ended up being in a kind of prog synth band with my brother James, a duo called Kinetic Friends. I might link to some of the music or like little clips of that we made back when we were teenagers then with this kind of stuff. But today, like I said, guys, that's the story, bit of a history behind this synth. Let's have a closer look at its functionality and have a listen to what it sounds like. One thing I've got to show you before we get it plugged in as well is check out how much it originally cost me, guys. These things can go for over 50 to 100 pounds on eBay, but check it out. Cash converters, 15 pounds. The Yamaha PSS 390, but it's the 380, I'm pretty sure. So check it out, guys. 15 pounds. I'm pretty sure this was back in 2004 that I got it, but originally from the 80s. Let's get a closer look at this guy. Let's get it plugged in and have a listen to it. Ladies and gentlemen, I've been dumb in all the videos I've made already. I've kept saying 380. It's not the 380, it's the 390. What am I thinking? So yeah, Yamaha PSS 390, and we're getting that in my head. Sorry, it's the 390, not the 380. But I don't have time to reshoot all the other video and stuff, so deal with it. So I just thought I'd give you a chance to show you what pedals I'm going to use today. First off, we will be running the keyboard through the amp just there, just kind of as it is, no effects, no pedals. But later on, I'm going to run it through this guy here, the Big Muff Deluxe, which I originally bought for like a noise rock band for my bass guitar through, but it's got loads of features on it, which is kind of cool. Kind of distortion, overdrive, kind of stuff, pretty cool. And then also, I've got this pedal, pretty cheap, this one as well. They're both not too expensive, nothing too crazy. But this guy, the Echo Machine. Echo. So this one, really like it. It's from Behringer originally. And it's got loads of functions on it as well. Can simulate analog delays, can simulate tape delays, blah, blah, blah. Does loads of effects. So yeah, you'll hear the keyboard itself, but we'll be running it through some of these effects as well. I've got a problem. I've got to be in that room there to record this through here, but I can't play that and be in there at the same time to set my levels. So I came up with an idea. Check it out. Oh, I put duct tape at different keys and then brought up the volume on a mad patch. As you can hear, it's playing itself, and it means I can go through the control room and sort my levels out. Oh yeah! So everyone, here's a little overview demonstration of this Yamaha keyboard here. Thought I'd just switch it on, see what it's like when it comes on. That's your power mode there. You've got different modes like single fingered, fingered, auto bass, but that's all for like really cheesy accompaniment stuff. Not that interested in that. So set it to normal, and then you start off with this kind of piano mode, and it's in dual voice, which is one cool thing. You can have two voices going on at the same time, and you can choose from the voice list here of 99 sounds. It starts off piano, it sounds like this. Oh, bum note, sorry. Woo! Kind of piano sound, because it's in dual, it sounds a bit chorused. If you hit that, it's like... Not dual. Dual, kind of chorus sounds. So yeah, you got all different sounds. If you go right to the other end of the scale, like 88, voice 98, sorry. You got kind of UFO, it's called. You got alarms. Sounds like a frog kind of having a meltdown. Oh, get him to the ambient hutch. Yeah, other ones. That one's 96. That one's called Galaxy. And there's all sorts of ones like that. So FM synths are famous for being really good at making kind of crazy sounds. But if I put it to like something else, like 53. That's a sitar apparently, 53. And if I hold down dual voice and go 53 again, that's dual 53 times 2, dual voice. It sounds like a chorus, yes. You know what, if you go 53 and then 0, 0, hold down dual voice, hit 0, 0, this should be a sitar and a piano. So you see you get thicker sounds by combining things. You got brass on here. As you can see, my keyboard playing is not amazing. Oh, whiskey and synths. Oh, in Scotland, that's where we're living right now. Wait, that's what the channel's made. So you gotta test out the bagpipe sound. Well, yes. Okay, here we come. In the Highlands, here's the bagpipes. Get the drone. Oh yeah, a wee bit of bagpipes, and if you didn't notice that, that's my very basic pentatonic scale, 5 notes. I think it's like... I don't know, is it that? Basically 5 notes. kind of like that. You play them slowly or fast, and boom, no big jumps, and it sounds Scottish. So yeah, there's a little overview of these kind of sounds. It's got drum sounds in style. So if I'm on voice now, put it to style, hit play, start, stop. Here it's got all these kind of drum sounds. Do fills, ending, please let it end. So it's got these kind of drum beats and stuff, which are alright, but they sound weak and they're not the best. So I'm back to voice. One thing before I get into the digital synthesizer section here is, you all want it to be done, press the yellow button. This could be you on this keyboard. Sounds a bit like a Master System or Mega Drive. Check it out, the latest from Yamaha, incorporating 4-operator DFM technology. One of these in your home for all the family. Just what you need to entertain the kids. You can't play music? No problem. Hit the demonstration. You can have auto finger bass. It's just awesome. So yeah, that's enough of that. By the way, Yamaha, you can recruit me to do infomercials if you want, right? So you can see how it's got the auto bass. If I do auto bass, it means most of the keys down here. When I'm playing a tune, let's go for Hard Rock 1. Okay, but I press start, stop. What? It's supposed to be giving me auto bass here. Maybe fingered. No? Let's try again. I must be set this wrong. Sorry guys. Maybe single fingered. Oh yeah, that's it. A. C. Oh yeah. Come on, E. So yeah, it's got some pretty kind of lame patterns to it, kind of cool. But essentially the main reason we're here today is to check out the digital synthesizer part of it. It's the best bit. Now, I want to do I've played with this for literally years. I had a little red notebook that I wrote down all my settings in it. Now I can just do it off by heart. My favourite sound on this is number 41. It is a string ensemble. So let's listen to that. See what it sounds like on its own. Young Link, you must go to the water temple. The Zora people need you. Do not fail me on this quest, young Link. Hyrule needs you. So, yeah, it sounds a bit lame on its own. It sounds a little bit like it's from Zelda, but boom, put on this guy. Yes, digital synthesizer is now on there. Bring up the spectrum, bring up the modulation. Let's play around with these things, see what happens. Whoa. sounds so nice. So I think the spectrum and modulation, they're definitely to do with FM synth. One of them, it sounds like a sort of filter in it. One of them, I'm guessing, is changing the. Remember we talked about the chain of oscillators going like doo, 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 or operators, I should say, kind of chained. I think it changes the way their algorithm of them. So instead of chaining 1, 2, 3, 4, it can go 1, 2, 1, next 2, 4. So I think it does something like that. What I can do is actually add another voice, maybe 41 again, but it just won't go through the digital synthesizer, but it will be layered. Oh, I was on 47 all time, 41. Right, dual voice, 41. That's it, that's the one, that's the one. Bit of vibrato. You can use it for expression. Oh yeah. That's why I've got a pig with a squiggly mouth there. Because there's the pig of vibrato-ness. Vibrato-ness. Panda, maximum panda on the volume. Release the sunshine of release. Or will it be long release? Like this or short? So essentially you got nice sound, and I'm just going to now hopefully add a little demonstration of different things. You get cool bass sounds as well. If I just go to 99 sine wave, that's pretty pure, man. But good for bass sometimes. Oh, you got that? Raspy. It's number 41 combined with 99. So string ensemble with the sine wave. What about get the horn? I've got the horn. Get number 19 on the go. Way 19 with the sine wave. That sounds totally weird. Okay, it sounds like some mad bells, like a demon's getting married. You do all sorts of crazy sound design with this bad boy. It's like ridiculous. Speaking of bells, let's actually try tubular bar setting. And these are all dual voice with a sine wave for extra bass. That is a classic FM synth sound. What else? Banjo. Let's see the banjo. What's that sound like through the synth with the sine wave? You all sorts of cool sounds, man. That's pretty nice. That's pretty cool. So I'm thinking, but the sine wave is your bass. The second voice you hold down, hit 9/9. That's just a nice backing. Gives a little fatness for each other voice that's running through here. So voice 8, that's the one going through there. Dual voice on. It's set to sine wave 99. You can. I can't remember how many notes polyphony you've got, but. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Maybe 8? I don't know, something like that. Pretty cool. Steel drum, one of my favourite instruments ever. Let's see what that sounds like. Maybe see what's on its own, just no synth, no digital synth messing around. Put a big fat 808 kick on that and you've got some weird summery trap. Maybe not, but combined with the sine wave, or actually itself, 72 plus 72. Oh, more like it. Let's run it through this, man. Digital synth on. Pretty cool, pretty cool. So yeah, it doesn't sound like a steel drum, but it sounds nice. Human voice. Let's see what a human voice sounded like in the 1980s. Wow. That was, hi, how are you today? I'm okay, how are you? Human voice in the 80s. So that one, not a fan of that one. Let's see, male chorus. That sounds promising. Let's get churchy, everyone. It's the choir. As you can see, loads of options, guys. Hopefully that's a nice run through some of the voices and features. All the stems from this. It might make a sample pack, might make some stems from it, I don't know, but you could get the sounds we made and put them in your DAW if you want. So yeah, let's wrap this up. So everyone, hope you enjoyed my demonstration of my first ever synth, the Yamaha PSS 390, not 380. I was getting it mixed up earlier. Maybe there was whiskey in my coffee or something at the end of the day after all. Whoops. So hope you enjoyed the video. If you want to see more demonstrations like this, if you want to see other amazing kind of artist interviews we've got lined up, behind the scenes at studios, studio tours, behind the scenes at gigs, all sorts of things relating to whiskey and synths, check out our other videos on the channel. Hopefully you'll enjoy them. If you did enjoy them, if you really mean a lot, if you could subscribe, hit the bell notification ding, that means you won't miss out on any of the other stuff we've got lined up for everyone out there to help you enjoy your music making and hopefully enjoy your whiskey as well. So yeah, if you enjoyed this, like I said, you can pick them up on eBay pretty cheap as well. My name's Dave. If you have any questions, just put them in the comments. Just, I don't know, send an email, whatever. All the details are down below there as well. Hopefully you enjoyed it, and now I've done my little overview of it, and now you've had the story behind it. What I'll do is I'll wrap up this video with just a jam session, no talking, just a few minutes of jamming with us through the pedals as promised. And like I said, all the stems will be available for you guys to sample and use in your own music as well. So even if you can't have one of these, if you can't afford one, hopefully those stems will help you guys out. And to access them, you can go for our Patreon page, and we'll make them really affordable for everyone as well, because we want everyone to enjoy the music making, the whiskey and the synths. Thanks everyone for tuning in. Catch you later. Enjoy the musical outro.
you.